All right.
Say it again.
Today is January the 14th. Welcome to Coffee Chats. How is everybody? Don't you love this weather?
No.
It's the best, right? What is it, like 9 below today? Oh my gosh, it's so cold. I'm going to quickly hand it over to Roger. He's got a little story to tell.
This is a story on how to win the football pool. If you wonder why I'm telling this, did you hear about this little pile right here?
Yeah.
Yesterday morning, I went up to my apartment at about 8:30 or so after I did my walk, and my phone had a message on it. It was Pat. Pat says, "Roger, do you want to be in the pool again? Like you usually do. If you do, give me a call." So I thought, well, you know, it's a big number, but I'll give it a try. So I called Pat. She says, "Thank you. Stop by and give me $5. So later on in the day, I was out wandering around, and I stumbled over to Pat's office, and I gave her $5. This morning, I walked down here, and my goodness, everyone is telling me I won the football pool. I figured, well, $5, that was a good deal if I won something. I won $60.
Well done. And such a good game, too. Okay, bummer, huh? All right, I'll just move on for the week. Right, so up in Marion Hall at 10 a.m., we have Gary Hansen here. He is our art historian, interesting fellow. He's going to be talking about Michelangelo, the great master Michelangelo, and the genesis of the Renaissance. That's what he is discussing today. So if you are available, head up to Marion Hall to hear Gary. 1 p.m. in the art room, we have an open art studio. 3 p.m. today is our bandage rolling. On Wednesday at 9:91, we have our TED Talks. So there's 3 recorded topics at 1 p.m. Is AI progress stuck? Number 2 is From Prison to Purpose, Wildland Firefighting, which I plan these TED Talks months in advance, or at least a month in advance, so I find it kind of crazy that happens to be the topic. And then number 3 is K-pop, cutting edge tech, and other ways Asia is shaping the world. In addition, on Wednesday at 1 p.m. is our writing group. 1:30 is 500, and this Wednesday is our alterations. You can sign up for alterations, as you know, over by my office in the book, and that's at 3 p.m. And there's various time slots. At 7 p.m. we have bingo on Wednesdays. On Thursday the 16th is our recorded coffee chats at 9:11. 10 a.m. is our Vision Lost support group, and I have not heard otherwise. I believe that's going forward. 9:30 is our excursion departing to the Minnesota Orchestra. So someone was inquiring about tickets about the orchestra, and when I do plan for the Minnesota Orchestra, there's a note in the newsletter stating that you really have to purchase those tickets on your own. Having said that, I am willing, if I have time, if you want to stop by my office and you're having a hard time buying tickets, I am willing to try to help you purchase a ticket if need be, or at least show you the process so that next time maybe you're able to do that on your own. But don't let that hesitate you from not going to the orchestra if you're having a hard time getting tickets. Friday the 17th, 1 p.m. is Coffee Chats. We have 1 p.m. we have bridge and poker every Friday. 4 p.m. is our happy hour up in Marion Hall. 7 p.m. is our movie in Marion Hall, and that is Sister Act 2. It's a comedy. A group of nuns recruit a Las Vegas performer to help teach music to troubled teens to prevent the school from being closed. Saturday, the 18th, 8 a.m. is our men's breakfast, and also it's our excursion this Saturday, the ladies' luncheon, and that's to Heather's in Minnetonka, Heather's Kitchen and Market. I'll take a peek at that. I don't know if there needs to be some adjustments or phone calls for that, but that's typically usually full. So I will look at that shortly today. So that leaves at 10:40. 7 p.m. on Saturdays we have bingo. Next Monday at 1 p.m. is knit and chat, and 7 p.m. is 500. I also want to announce that next Tuesday, as you know, Tuesdays at 10 o'clock after preceding coffee chats at 10 a.m. we usually have someone here for your enjoyment to go up and listen in Marion Hall. We have a very special group of Ridgepoint, the Ridgepoint players will be putting on a skit next Tuesday at 10 a.m. up in Marion Hall, and they've been working diligently, and I guess apparently it's focused and a little bit of a satire on some of the staff at Ridgepoint. So I guess they told me to put a plug to if you're available next Tuesday to come up and enjoy our residents put on a nice skit, the Point Players, 10 a.m. next Tuesday. That is what I have for the week. Is there any questions? No? Okay, I'll hand it over to Jeff.
Good morning. Good morning. I just wanted to say, when Roger comes up here and flashes his money that he won, misery loves company, and his ecstasy about winning doesn't fit in with all the misery of the Viking fans around here. So, you know what you can do with that money, Roger. Okay. Pat requests that, I mentioned last week that we're looking for people that are playing games in different spots so that we can either have them reserved so that your table, wherever you're at, is set for each week. And apparently there was a Monday blackjack night somewhere. I don't know where. But we're looking to see, does anyone still play that? Or did anyone ever play that?
No show of hands here.
No show of hands here. All right. Well, Pat, I know you'll watch this, so do with that information what you will. Okay. Couple strange things happened out at Ridgepoint in the last week and a half. One was a car was stolen from the front parking lot. It was a Kia, and everyone, if you've watched the news over the years, you know that these Kias are subject to theft. And we didn't see a car drive in or whatever, we looked at our video, and they basically broke into the car. The car's been recovered, and people have been arrested, but they took off with the car. So we're working with, the resident is working with the Minnetonka police on getting the car back. Does anyone want to hear about the time my car was stolen?
Yes, sure.
This, in 1999, I bought a Oldsmobile Intrigue, and the day after I had the first oil change, it was the middle of November, it was kind of cold, and I was living in Falcon Heights, and I stopped at the Amoco or BP station at the corner of Larpenteur and Snelling on the way to work, and it was cold, so I left my car running. I walked into the store, and this guy asked me, do you know how I can get to the Earl Brown Center on the St. Paul campus? Yep. Go to Fairview, take a left, it's right there. I go out, and the SOB is getting in my car driving away. Okay? So I got to work, and I was, people were saying, oh, I hear you got your car stolen, yeah? How stupid can you be to leave that car running? You know, everyone that saw me told me that. Well, a week later, there was a robbery of the J.B. Hudson jewelry store. 3 or 4 guys had come in with baseball bats and busted the displays and took a bunch of Rolex watches. And they jumped into a stolen car and drove off, and the the Ridgedale security in those little Jeeps or whatever rammed the car, and the people got out and ran away, and they were never apprehended. That was my car. So what I can tell you, I lived in Falcon Heights, my car got stolen there, and it was involved in a robbery 1/2 mile from where I work. So it sounds suspicious, but I had nothing to do with it.
Why didn't you go over to the place where you, they said they were going?
And why did you take the day off when that robbery occurred?
Yeah.
I like your Rolex watch.
Okay. John Samuelson lives in Orono, right? Or lived in Orono. Pretty posh and Tony community, right? He says, well, why didn't you go to the Earl Brown Center to look for your car?
Right.
That's not how it works, John. People with bad intentions don't tell the truth. No, he went and sold the car to the people that used it in the robbery, because they all looked completely different.
What did you do with the Rolex?
I don't wear a watch. Okay. Also, one of our residents was cleaning their gun, and the gun accidentally went off. No one's in danger. There was an injury to his hand. I'm just saying that so when you hear from people, there's no stories can get embellished and all of a sudden we're got a gunfight or something like that. No, that's not it. That's all I want to say on it. I just wanted you to know that it happened. And as we get more information and ask a few questions, we may give you more information later on. That's all I have. Does anyone have any questions?
Yeah, why are there weapons allowed here?
Because it's a free country. Why are there weapons allowed?
Yeah.
It's a free country. We've got many, many veterans here that fought for their rights, and if they're used safely, we're okay with that. The fact that we had this accident, yep, we're investigating, and if we determine that it's not safe, then we'll make a change with that one. That's the first time anything like that's happened. Is that a satisfactory answer, Chuck?
It's an answer. We'll accept it.
Well, you can't speak for the group, Mike. Anything else? All right. Birthdays. Today is the 14th. Meg Zeleny has a birthday. On the 16th, Bev Norman, Jerry Augustine. Yep, pass. On the 18th, Jan Huggins and Dick Plate. And on the 19th, Pam Mueller. And we'll get the 21st next week. No anniversaries. Let's sing happy birthday to our neighbors. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friends. Happy birthday to you. Have a good week.